that, and you're recording.
Okay.
See the time's going right there?
Yeah.
For a second. What I can do now is ask, our fathers have asked or requested, and they have been nice to us for many years, so we granted to make it brief, hopefully brief. Alan's pretty good. My father, forgive me. But right now I'd like to ask my now father-in-law, Mr. Alan Murphy, to make a brief statement. Alan.
You don't have to call me mister.
I try to be nice.
I've never known Victoria to be that aggressive with her.
There's a lot you don't know. I'm in there, good lady.
Be a good wedding, Naeger.
I was sure this day would come sooner or later, but I remember when Victoria was born, I thought the doctor handed her to me something like 60 seconds after she was born. And I'd always told people that was the most amazing moment of my life. It wasn't so much for my wife, who had just finished 15 hours of hard labor. Otherwise indisposed. But that was the most amazing moment. And after that, we moved to the Elmira area, and we didn't have family in the area, so Victoria became our little tag-along wherever we went for the next, until she went to college. And then she spent part of her college at home, and she worked at home, lived at home when she was working her first 4 years after college. And I knew this day would come, and we'd done a lot of planning in the last year, but I still hesitated a little bit when we had to walk her down the aisle. So I give her to Tom now, and make sure you take care of her.
All right, I'm not going to call him Mr. because I know well, but Dad, Mom, you like talking about this, right?
If you only knew how many years I've been waiting. It's called revenge. Alan was nice, and I'm glad he said nice words, because I have nothing but nice words to say about Vicky. However, for my son, and you told me to make it brief, so here it is. I try to think of all the stories you and I have shared over the years, and I started thinking about all the names we've called each other. Many names. You called me Coach, Dad, Dummy, all kinds of things. But I remember when you were just a little thing and I could hold you in one hand. And Rosie and I had a nickname for you. Remember? Johnny Blastoff. We never had to worry about when his diaper got dirty. He told us when it was going on. He made the noises, so he had a name. But the good news, I had to embarrass you a little bit.
When you're done?
With the embarrassing part.
Oh.
But the good news is, later, as most of you know, we call him something different than most everybody else does. And I think on this event, it's time that I finally admit, it's time I need to stop calling you with what has to me turned into a term of endearment. And start calling you what everybody else does. So for the last time, I'm going to call you, hey boy. Today, you took a wife. You are a man. You have a responsibility and a wonderful, beautiful one. Good luck, my son. I love you.
What my father doesn't know, one of the agreements I have with Victoria is after supper and everybody don't talk too long so you can all get to eating. But I got my own time to thank him, Victoria's father, and all these wonderful people who are up here who we'll get to it right in a little bit. So for right now, I'd like to turn the mic over to my best man, my best friend, and so many other things. I can't, there's no words to describe it. Mr. Michael Scott.
Vicki, you got to live out a fantasy of mine moments ago. not marrying Tom. We're off to a rough start. No, hitting him in the face with the food. Tom and I have been friends a long time. I think every best man speech starts that way, but it's true. And we've been on the wrong side of some sports rivalries before. You know, Tom with his Cardinals, me with the Mets. The NLCS was rough. I don't think you wore anything but Cardinal stuff for 5 years after they beat us. My brother played for Oswego. Tom went to RIT. Oswego rolled into RIT and beat him twice.
Also, Ryan was not in net, though.
That's true. Our friendship has even survived Tom's rather notorious broadcasting debut. Can we hear the clip, please?
No was the answer.
Stand by, technical difficulty. You need an RIT student to go fix it for you?
All right, well, we'll skip that for now. Gotta roll with the punches up here. And we'll skip right ahead to the fact that the two of us, not only our friendship survived, but we survived the Little Jimmy story of 2004. Now, Little Jimmy, for those that don't know the story, was the darling of Amherst Babe Ruth baseball. They wrote about him in the Amherst Bee. He was the most popular kid in the league because he played with 2 prosthetic legs. It's true. Tom and I were assigned to his game. I was a plate guy and he was in the field. And everybody rooted for Little Jimmy. And he came to the plate and he blasted one in the right center field. Tom, he had the bases and the crowd goes nuts. Everybody cheers for Little Jimmy. Even the pitcher's mom cheers for Little Jimmy. And I'm thinking he's going to round in a second, pull up, but no. Little Jimmy's legging it out. He's going for his first career triple. The whole park wanders over. They're cheering, they're screaming. He's running into third. Sparks are flying out from his knees. Tom can't even keep up with the kid. Head first slide into third. And Tom's right on top of the plate. There's a cloud of dust, and I said, call him safe, call him safe, call him safe. Tom's right on top of him. You're out! This can't happen! Jake Taylor doesn't get thrown out at first base at the end of Major League. Rudy doesn't quit and go work at the steel mill. Jimmy can't get thrown out, and then the only thing that could make it worse is the next thing I know, Little Jimmy got up, said something, and Tom, well, you're out of the game! We barely made it through that one. Why does our friendship survive? I know people that are better looking, have more money, have better cars, can actually drive a car, are smart enough to know you can't wear a Hawaiian shirt, jorts, loafers, and knee-high black socks for a whole weekend in Chicago. Fashion capitals. We didn't have anything to worry about when we accidentally stumbled into Boys Town, though.
That was your fault.
It was my fault. No, our friendship survives for a few reasons, you know. And it's because this man, if you don't know anything about him, you don't remember anything else from my speech, know this, that he is a genuine article. He is one of the most honest, respectful, and caring people I have ever met. He puts himself in front of others, and I don't care if you live in your parents' basement, or you have a beautiful condo in scenic downtown Buffalo, or a membership here in this fine country club of boating. When you have one, just one friend like Tom, you're a rich man. I'm very proud of him today. I'd like everyone to raise their glasses, please. And we'll have a toast to love and a lifelong marriage and happiness to Tom and Vicky. Cheers.
That way we can do everything.